What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ryan from Vacation Time with Ryan. Got another story time video for you guys. It's a good one, so stay tuned to the end and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Drop a like. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time. If it's not your first time, welcome back. Hit that subscribe and let me know what you guys think at the end, all right? Bringing you real stories from real vacations, all right? Real trips. And just a full quick disclaimer, anything I say is not a reflection of any people I'm talking about in any stories, all right? So we're not judging nobody in a whole. These are just my personal experiences, all right? So you guys enjoy. All right, guys, our lady of this video that we're going to be talking about, we're going to name her Lena, all right? So Lena. So I met Lena for the first time. It was in Santo Domingo, but she lives about an hour to an hour and a half outside of Santo Domingo in a small city. I don't know the name of it, or I don't remember the name of it, all right? But we would meet up in Santo Domingo, all right? So met her, we were talking, getting to know each other, all right? And at this time, I informed her that, hey, I went through a long relationship, about 4 years. So I don't think I'm ready to get in another one, but I'm just dating around, seeing what happens. All right. So she, of course, looked for a boyfriend, and she said, you know what? I understand. It's okay. We can get to know each other. If it in the future, if one day you're ready, if it works out, it works out. All right, cool. So laid my cards on the table. She was cool with it, right? So we started getting to know each other. We would talk on video once in a while, not too much, but we text a lot, getting to know each other, all right? So she was, I believe, 29, 28, and she had 2 kids. So typically, I don't typically go for women with kids already because I don't have kids myself. But I said, you know what? Let's just get to know her. I ain't tripping. I just got out of a long relationship. Let me just live my life and then enjoy my life, all right? So, boom, we're talking, getting to know each other. And I liked her personality. She was pretty fire. Her worldviews kind of aligned with mine, as it seemed at first. So, as we're getting to know each other, like, kind of starting to like her, I'm like, oh, she a little different. She's not asking for money, like, just coming off very different from your typical young lady that you meet out there, right? It's cool. And she actually said she's not like the others. She's not out here just looking for money. She needs a role model for her kids. Da 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 da. All right, cool. And oh yeah, let me mention, just to give you some information on the situation. One of her kids does not live with her. One of her kids lives with the father. So I said, oh, okay, she got 2 kids, but one doesn't live with her. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm single. Just got, just dealt with a 4-year situation. I ain't judging nobody. I'm chilling. Cool. Got to know her more. I actually gained a liking for her. I was like, wow, her personality's pretty cool. Cool. So as we're getting to know each other, we dig into the past a little bit. And she discovered, I used to make music videos, all that good stuff, right? So at this point, like, it's fair to say I like her, right? And I think we kind of liked each other. So even though I was very clear that I'm not looking for nothing serious right now, we grow to liking for each other. And she's like, man, it's a shame you just got out of a relationship. Like, you're really cool, this, that, and the third. So, I was thinking about it. I'm like, she seemed like, I might could talk to her slowly and get to know her to a point where we might could have something, right? So anyways, back to what I was saying. She figured out I do music, and she was like, oh, I used to do like podcasts and radio here in DR. Like, I used to be on radio stations, this, that, and the third. So she sent me some of the videos that the radio station had put out on their YouTube channel. And the conversations I was hearing, I was like, wow, this is like very telling, because like I could see a different side of her that she doesn't show to me, and it wasn't very pleasant to me. But it's all good. I can't judge. I ain't judging. It's all good. You're entertaining. You're doing your radio stuff. Cool. All right. So fast forward. She was like, "Man, it would have been crazy if I was in one of your music videos. That would have been crazy." And because she said, there was a time in my life where I was like down bad and had to do what I had to do, and I did some music videos, and I was like, "Oh, really?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send you some." So she sends me one, and boy, man, if any of you know me a little bit, you would know this. What I'm about to say is like a big turnoff. So I played a music video. You know what I'm saying? It's one of these. It's a local Dominican artist, but she in there dropping it like it's hot. If I send y'all this video, yo, cheeks everywhere. She dropping that thing, and I'm like, what? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Like, I was a little hurt because I felt like, I don't know if you guys ever kind of liked someone a little bit, and then you found out something that kind of made you like turned off, disappointed, and it kind of hurt a little bit. All right, cool. I'm gonna keep it 100. It hurt. I was like, dang. So, anyways, she could tell ever since she sent me that I was a little different with her. So, we talked about it eventually. Maybe not in the very moment, but I said, man, I told her, because she said, you acting a little different. I said, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. That video you sent me kind of turned me off because, I was looking at you a certain way. Now I'm looking at you a little different. And she was like, yeah, but you can't judge me. That's my past. I did what I had to do. It was a very bad time in my life and I needed the money. And she said, but it's okay. It's good because I didn't sleep with nobody. I didn't do nothing wrong. It's just dancing. It's just innocent dancing. And I'm like, not really innocent dancing. Like, cheeks clapping and swinging and all that. I'm like, that's not really innocent. But all right, to each his own. Maybe you have different views on that than I do. So I say, it's all good. But for me, like at first, I was like, approached it like I wanted to cut her off. I was like, for me, like I couldn't take you seriously in a relationship because, in my opinion, that says a lot about a person's character, what you would do on camera like that. And she was like, well, you really should give me a chance to get to know me, da 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 da. So I said, all right, cool. I'll get to know you. But in my head, it was already dead as far as ever being a chance to have something real. Since you really, really want to continue talking, in my head, I'm like, now you're in a category of, maybe one day we could have some fun. Some good, innocent fun, no strings attached, all right? Anyways, it got to a point where we slowly kind of stopped talking. Like, I slowly drifted away to a point where we just kind of stopped talking. But I was going to DR, and I hit her up, and I told her, I said, hey, I'm going to be in DR these days, just in case. And she said, oh, I really want to see you. I really want to see you. I was surprised. I'm like, wow, you still want to see me? And we stopped talking. So she said, yeah, I want to show you I'm different, like you really need to really see how I am. And then she was like, I know you're probably going to go back to your ex. I know you're probably going to, go talk to your ex. She said, it's okay. If it doesn't work, I'm here. Like, if you guys don't work things out, I'm here. And mind you, I didn't say I was going to my ex. I just said, yo, I'm going to go handle some business in DR. But she said, I already know. You was there. You was with her that long. You're not going to come back here and not see her, right? So I was like, all right. So, indeed, I went to DR. And, I did meet up with a person of my past, just to kind of have a conversation. We cool. We ain't got no beef. So cool. We linked up. We talked. She came to the Airbnb. Now I'm talking about the person of my past. And we got in a big argument, and she stormed out of the Airbnb. All right, so that's dead. So now in my head, I'm like, all right, that's completely dead now because we're not even together and we're still having these type of arguments. Cool. So that's in the past. So now I hit her up because I ain't gonna lie, I thought I wasn't gonna have time for her, but after that, I hit her up. I said, "Hey, listen, I'm here. If you want to see me, this is the last opportunity." And she's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll come. If you can just pay for my transportation." I said, "Yeah." She said, "Okay, I'm coming. What should I wear? What should I bring?" And she was just on deck. Mind you, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna see her or not. So I was like, "Wow." So I'm like all excited. I'm like, "Oh, okay, she's still pulling up. That's crazy. That's like after all that, most chicks would have been like, man, I ain't no second option, yada yada yada." But she was down to pull up. All right, cool. I'll give her that. So fast forward, she gets there. We go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? She was looking amazing. Like she was looking really good. So we went out to eat. We talked. Just getting to know each other on a more like in-person type of a vibe. So then we walked back to the Airbnb because we went at a restaurant so close by. So we got back. She doesn't drink. So I'm like, "You don't want to drink?" She's like, "No, I don't drink." She's like super gym fanatic, health guru, whatever. So I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm going to have a drink." So, so I'm chilling, sipping. We listening to some music. And eventually she's like, "Do you have like a shirt?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a shirt." So I go grab her shirt. She goes in the room. She comes back out with just the shirt only, like nothing else going on. I was like, "Oh my goodness, here we go." So, yeah, to Sabe, you already know what comes next. So, we had a good time. We had a great time, right? So, the Airbnb I was in, it has like an intercom where the security can buzz up, right? So I'm in the room now and I'm hearing like some buzzing. I'm like, "What's going on?" So I go to the intercom. The security basically in Spanish is basically saying like, "Hey, I got someone here, da 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 da. Are you expecting somebody?" I was like, "No." And they're like, "Well, this person is saying," I'm like, "Listen, I don't care what nobody says. I don't have no guest coming here. Don't let nobody in here for me. The only guest I'm supposed to have is already here." And then he said, "Okay, thank you." So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this person from my past that stormed out, and that stormed out yesterday is like here, probably in her feelings, like wanting to talk. But I'm like, you don't just pull up like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know that for sure because I was not about to go down and find out because, I have Lena here in bed. So I go back to the room. She's like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." But inside my head, I'm like, my heart's beating fast, and I'm like, I'm like tripping, like, "Yo, what is happening right now?" Yeah, I don't know if you ever been in a situation like that. 'Cause I'm used to dealing with chicks in the States, and in the States, that's a dangerous situation to be in. You know what I mean? So I was a little bit scared, like, "Oh my goodness," and these Dominicanas, I don't know what's about to happen, I don't know if Shorty about to pull up and break through the door. But anyways, I look at my phone. I have missed calls, text messages. You know, it's her of my past. And she said, "Oh, I had a bad dream about you, that you went out there and got robbed or something." And she said, "I just want to know that you're okay." I said, "Hey, I'm okay." I think I even called. I said, "Yo, everything's good, man. I'm sleeping." And she said, "Okay, all right, cool. No problem." And then she goes, "If you need a ride to the airport, let me know." So I'm like, man, after you stormed out and all that, I shouldn't even respond. But I said, "All right, cool. I'll hit you up tomorrow." So anyways, fast forward. Next day comes now. Um, I'm trying to get Shorty trying to chill. She trying to hang out. I'm trying to get rid of her because I'm like, I'm trying, what I'm saying? We did what we did already. I'm trying to get up out of here and go have a conversation with the person of my past because she said she wanted to talk, right? So I told her, I said, "Hey, listen, I got a lot of things I got to go do." And she looked at me like, "Man, you about to go see your ex, huh?" She was one of those, like, she just knew, like, she knew everything, like, what was going on. So she's like, "It's okay, don't worry." She's like, you know, "I'll leave or whatever." So I just paid for her transportation to leave. That was it. She didn't ask me for no money for herself or none of that. So paid for the Uber and she left. Right. Then I went and had a conversation with the person of my past, but that was it. That was it. You know, I didn't work things out with my ex or anything, but what I'm taking from this story and what I want you guys to pay attention to, because that's it, is in the beginning, in the very beginning, she was ready for a serious relationship, future husband, this, that, and the third, and I was ready. I was considering, oh, maybe this can be that girl, right? But once I seen the music video, I said, no way. No way, right? She dropping it like it's hot, right? Oh, yeah, and another thing I seen, you know, the night when we enjoyed a night together, she had tattoos in places that you would not see if she's wearing clothes. You understand? So when I seen those tattoos, I was like, oh, this is a dub. I would never, you know what I mean? So anyways, what I'm taking from this story and what I hope you guys take from it is get to know a person well, because what if I would have took the route of just wifing her up? What if I didn't just got out of a relationship? What if I had no excuse and I went all in and wifed her up? Like, I ended up having a good time. We had our fun, no strings attached, and she was heartless about it. She didn't care. She wasn't all attached or anything. So that means she's desensitized to hooking up. Like, there was no like emotion to where it's like, oh man, we just doing this and no strings. Like, she was cool. She was like, all right, I'm gonna go home, go on about my business. You get what I'm saying? So if you make that your wife, that's a scary thing to do, because she's already like emotionally detached to having these intimate moments like that, because she was like so cool with everything that went down. Like, she wasn't offended. We did what we did, and she went home. Everything was cool, and I was just so like, wow. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was too easy. I thought she was gonna give me a hard time. Like, oh man, you just trying to use me. Like, none of that. Like, I didn't get no kickback, no pushback. She understood why I eventually didn't want a relationship. Like, and I was just like, dang, can you imagine if I would have just wifed her up? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no telling how it could have went. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's just my opinion. Y'all can give me y'all opinion. You know, that's the story I got for y'all. So let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. And if you have a story that you would like to share or you want me to tell, you know, shoot me a DM. You know, I'll tell it, or, you know, you could come on and tell it. We could do a collab story time. All right. Get in the Facebook group. We just made a group called The Bros Love Dominican Republic. It is a WhatsApp group. If you want to be a part of that group, shoot me a DM. I will send you the link. All right. So, y'all, it's your boy Vacation Time with Ryan. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for all the support. Y'all have a blessed one, man. Until next time.
Gracias por mirar Vacation Time with Brian. No olvides dar like y suscribirte.